Hey guys, Samantha here. Welcome back to my channel. So I put quite a few beautiful things in pots that I would like to show you guys. I there's so much rain. We're expecting rain again today. This afternoon. Well, we're in the afternoon. But in maybe like next 2 hours, we're supposed to get another thunderstorm. But I came out here because I want to show you guys some of the pots that I planted up. I also brought out my patio furniture. I haven't completed everything because we've been getting so much wind that I'm trying not to bring out like the small pillows because I don't want anything to blow away. They're very heavy wind. And so that's the only part like I'm avoiding right now, but everything else is out. It's placed in the place that is in the spot that it's going to be. And, but I did plant up some pots and stuff right next to my patio furniture and on the patio and stuff. So I want to show you guys that. It looks absolutely beautiful. I did plant some stuff in the ground as well, so I want to show you guys that. So I'm going to take you over, turn the camera around so you can see what's done this far. And um, yeah, we'll take it from there and see whatever else we can get done before the rain comes or before it gets dark. So first of all, I went to Costco, and Costco have a lot of plants out, a lot of plants that are looking gorgeous. So I picked up 1 pack of coleus and 1 pack of begonias from Costco. And I put it in my pollinated garden bed because I wanted to fill in like the front of it right here to make this space, kind of complete. But it's not really complete because I still feel like there's still empty pockets and stuff is still coming up. I still have plants that haven't fully come up yet in this bed. So it just needs a little bit of time. But over here, I did plant is the coleus is like different colors. So I took a few of them right in here in this space here. There is there's a lot. Well, this is what is that? A hosta. A hosta is coming up right there. This bed in this area here gets like the morning sun, and in the afternoon it's shaded. So the things that are in this corner here is doing really, really good because as you can see, look at this pink against the yellow over here. Just looks very, very pretty. So many yellow blooms, so many pink blooms. Like this corner just look pretty. Everything in this corner look pretty. Anyway, so I put the hostas, not hosta, I'm sorry. I put the coleus over here in this corner here, and I also tuck some in right over here and then behind there. Like I just needed to give this bed a little bit more body of nice colors. I wanted colors in this bed. And so that's why I tucked those in. I also tucked the begonias in front. I had 1 pack, I think is a pack of 24. Might be 20 or 24 or something like that. But anyway, it's all the begonias are tucked right in at the front here. I'm hoping it does very well. Now we have been getting a lot of rain, so I haven't been wetting anything. Yes, the ground is still wet, so I haven't wet anything. So hopefully this area here fill in nicely and look very, very pretty. Everything just looks, some things are still coming up, like right over there. I still have plants coming up. I know I planted something here and it looks like it's struggling, whatever it is. I don't know, maybe during the winter that didn't come up. And I did tuck some zinnia seeds around here, so I don't want to put anything. Hopefully the zinnias come up with no problem, but I did put some zinnia seeds around here. In between here, you can the bulbs are dying back, but other things are actually coming up and looking very nice, I might say. And pretty soon, a lot of them, you're going to have a lot of blooms in here. The hydrangeas are doing good in this corner. Pretty, pretty. I can't remember what that is, but it's coming up. I can see that. And it has to be a lily. So it's some sort of lily that is coming up right there. Looking gorge. Looking gorgeous. So Lowe's had a lot of their plants like these plants at $10 for a set. So the set comes like it was already in the container, and it had like 2 or 3 plants in it, which I thought was a really good deal. So I bought one, and I think it was $10.99. I bought one and put it in this hanging basket. So far it's doing really, really good. And this is actually calabacoa. I guess different colors. I didn't know it had different colors to calabacoa. Thought it was just one color, but I should have known better. And I did buy 2 more for my pots as well, which is over here. I plant these over here, the 2 pots, this one here, and then I have one over here. So they're both, all of these are calabacoa, and they were in one pot. So the pot just say calabacoa. So that's what I'm going with, because I didn't know it had all these different colors. And what I did was picked up 2 of the dark purple celosia. And this was was a marked down plant. So these wasn't marked down. These I pay full price for, but this was marked down. And so I got 2 of them or 4 of them. I might have just got 2 of them so that I can put it in the middle for my centerpiece. And this is going to be my nice trailing habit right there. I also got the ferns from, so this I got from Lowe's, and the ferns I got from Home Depot. Home Depot. And that was also like $10.99, and I put them in the small pots. Now I may make the same thing over here. So this is what this looks like. Now, normally I always put 2 plants down here to the bottom of my basement doors, but I didn't put anything this time because I realized last year we keep hitting the pots for some reason. Like when you bring chairs or anything out, we keep hitting the pots. Now, it doesn't mean that I won't put nothing at all. Just, I think right now I'm going to just leave it open. I like the idea that I have 4 pots up here, and that's good enough for me. Over in this corner, I have 2 of the white begonias that I planted up in these 2 small pots. These 2 pots I got from Lowe's along with these concrete pots. These 2. This one was from Walmart. Now, the reason I put just 1 plant in here is because a lot of times, last year and the year before, these pots get dry out really, really fast. And I'm always like really cautious of how much plants I put in them, only because I don't want them to dry out. The pot is really shallow. It's not as deep as other planters. So I just put 1 plant in there. I feel like that's good enough. Now over here, I did put some of the patio furniture over here with the umbrella. This is just a beautiful seat. Like we were sitting out here during the time rain was falling, and it just felt so, so good. But we had to go inside, of course, because the wind picked up. And beside them, I put 2 pots. Now, if you remember in my garden, in my vegetable garden area, I had 4 of these pots. Now, what I did, I took the plants out the pots, break the root down, and then replant them because some of them were dying. They have been in the pot for quite some time, and so they were dying. So I just took them out and redid it. And if you come close up on this one, you can see I kind of cut out the section that was dying and just really left the part that is really developing, in hopes for this to come back. If I didn't said it before, this is a soft touch holly. This holly, I got it maybe 3 years ago from Costco. And I got 4 of them, and I planted them in these pots. The pots I also got from Costco. And it lasts for a very long time, but I think the root got way too big because the pot is big, and then it started to die. Of course, lack of water as well. So I'm hoping it does well. I'm going to show you guys where I put the other 3. I used one, 3. I wanted to put 3 pots here and then 2 over here. So I put 2 pots. I did plant these up as well. And these pots, let me see if I could remember the name of these. I think this one here is, what was it? Tretson Pistachio White, or Transenia Pistachio White. I don't want to jack up the name. I'm trying to remember it. I'm definitely going to put the names. I'm going to try to find the tags and put the name on the screen. This one is Wasabi Coleus. This one here. And this one here is the alligator something. Alligator Alley. I had this one last year. I think it's Alligator Alley. Yeah, Alligator Alley. I think that's what it is. And what I did, I kind of put the same thing in the other pot because I had 2 of each plant that I bought from the garden center. And so I put the same thing in both pans. So, but I love, love, love the combination here of the green and white, the bright green, and then this one is the burgundy with the little pink in between here, and then the same bright green trims around this, like a jagged edge. Doesn't that look really, really pretty? Just imagine this growing up and just looking gorgeous in this pot. It's a heck of a combination. But yeah, I thought these 3 pots will look really, really nice over here. And so, yeah, cute, cute, really cute. I think so. And then over here is the same thing. I have, well, this one is a boxwood. This is a boxwood in this pot here. And then I put the same thing below here. Pretty. I love the combination. I never had this one before, Tretson or Transenia or something like that. I never had that. I never seen that plant before. So I thought it would look really pretty in here. Can't wait for everything to grow. So that is the look over in this area right now. Now I do have to bring out the pillows for these chairs, just to give it that pop of color. But again, we're gonna get rain again this evening, and I know whenever we get rain we get heavy wind, so I'm trying not to bring it out today. Maybe I'll bring it out tomorrow so we can put together the entire look. But it looks simple but pretty out here. I do have more on my patio upstairs. I'm gonna show you guys that as well. On the patio I put the long one up here, the long chair up here with the table and the fireplace. And then I put the little bistro set right over here because I thought this corner would look nice. And we love to sit in this corner because the tree here kind of blocks and give you that nice feeling. It like the sun doesn't really hit hard here. Well, at least in the afternoon. It's gonna be really sunny in the mornings, but in the afternoon we're good. In this pot here, there's 2 of them. I did this one and I did this one. And I put the lantanas in here. I love lantanas because it lasts a very long time. So I put 2 lantanas in here, 2 in here, and 2 over there. These vinyl plants was in this pot from since I think last year when I did my annual planting. I didn't know that this was a perennial at the time, whatever this vine is. And it came back. So I use it in this pot and that pot. I also use this vinyl in here. Don't know the name of those, but I added in the pot. I am going to put something else maybe on that table, maybe a vase or something. But more than likely, maybe nothing. Because if we're going to come over there to sit down and like eat or play games or so, my husband and I don't want anything to be on the table that you have to constantly keep moving. And over here, this was a piece of ajuga I put in here to see if I get those purple blooms. But I may have to plant up something else in here and move the ajuga. We'll see. If the ajuga come up nicely without the blooms, it will still look pretty and I will keep it there. Otherwise, yeah. So far, this is what's going on up here. I really do have to clean the mat. I brought my stuff up here without cleaning the mat. I just kind of sweep it off, but I realized I need to power wash the mat because the carpet is really dirty. So I will, once this rain and everything is over, I'm going to power wash the mat so that up here look better. But the goal was from Mother's Day, y'all. I wanted to bring out my patio furniture for Mother's Day so that, we have seat to sit down and just chill. Okay, it's going to be a beautiful weekend. So this is going to be awesome. And I'm definitely going to bring out the cushions and put it in the chairs. I was thinking I should do it now, but I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. And then we have over in this corner is where I bring all my house plants and put them over here. Now, the reason I always put my house plant in this corner, right here, whenever I just bring them out, you don't want to put them in the full blast of the heat. So in this corner gets a little bit of afternoon sun, but during the day, it's lightly shaded. It's not the full blast, so the sun does not come in this corner. So I like to put it over here so that, it's not getting that full impact. That's the idea over here. I still left my grill over here, and then I have my small raised box over here as well. I still got a few more things to harvest out of here before I have to call it quits with everything that is in here and maybe plant something else in here. I'm definitely going to plant something else in here. But for right now, I'm enjoying the spinach. These spinach are so large, yo. Look at those leaves. Yeah, I'm just enjoying everything in here right now. So the 4 pots that I had in the garden over this side here, I decided to kind of split them up and in different places. So I put one over here, and that's the one that is struggling the most. I put one over here. This one is doing beautiful, but it's going to get like the good sun, and I'm definitely going to remember to put water on them because of the places that they are. So I have one over here, and then walking down here, I didn't know where to put my bench, y'all. So I put the bench right over here because this tree is going to give it some shade right here. I wanted to put it back on the other side that I put it last year, but I'm going to think about it. It's very lightweight, so I can move it at any time. I have one more of the plants right here. This one I had to cut out just a little bit of this dye as well. So I kind of have it facing this way instead of that way, which is directly to the road. And then, of course, the other one is over here. And this one is doing well. This one actually pushed out a few new shoots because I cut this back as well. But I know with the rain, everything is, everything is going to show out a little bit. Over here, is like I need to see a lot more blooms. Like somehow I needed to think about putting spring things in this bed. In this bed have almost everything summer. So I'm not gonna see some blooms until summer all over here. There's lilies and stuff planted in this bed, but I'm not gonna see any bloom except for over here. The blue muffin viburnums did really, really good. Really good over here, y'all. They were in full bloom completely and looked really, really nice. Some of the blooms are still coming out and some of the blooms are actually going away. But I couldn't believe it when I came out here one day. I was like, wow, wow. And then the roses back here, the bare roots that I planted, they are starting to bloom, y'all. Let's get closer. These are the roses. This one is now coming out. Oh, baby, look at that. Look at that. Around this pear tree always looks so good. I need to shift the bricks and kind of bring them out just a little bit more. And I think I'm going to do that today because this needs to shift out and I need to clean the bottom there. I think I'm going to do that today just to get it done. When I walk around the yard and see everything that is progressing, it makes me feel so good. So good. Because during the winter, because we had such a harsh winter, I literally thought that a lot of stuff died. Now, some stuff did die that I had to really yank it out and throw it away. But some things I was like, wait a minute, we'll see what happens. We'll see if it comes back up. And a lot of them did, which is good that I didn't pull them out. So anyway, I'm going to go clean around this tree right behind me here. I'm going to clean this up and kind of push the bricks out a little bit so it have a little bit more space to really perform. All right. So this area is done. I had to move the bench because my husband is cutting the grass right now. So when he comes around the corner, I want to give him a free range to just continue to cut versus having to stop and move the bench. The bricks around here, I added, let's see, I think I add two more bricks to kind of open it just a little bit more to give the plants. But I got to clean it around. The difference when you uplift the bricks versus it sink down. So let me show you when it sink down. So this is right now is uplifted. But when it sink down, it look like this. So that's sink down right now. Now you can still edge and make it look really, really nice. But when it's up like this, it looks so much better because it looks like you just put it around there. And it looks so much clean. So I am happy that I got this part done. This is around my pear tree, just in case you didn't know. But really nice. And then I'm gonna, once he cut there, I'm gonna put the bench right back in this area, which is close to my garden. I don't know if I mentioned to you guys, I wanted to put a fence around this garden space. However, I don't think we can because the posts gotta go down about a foot and a half to 2 inch deep. And under this area here have a lot of pipes. It have a lot of different pipes, drainage, Um, so when we asked the guy about putting the fence, he said we couldn't really put a fence around here. Now he gave us certain options that we could try a different way and actually do it ourselves, which is very simple. But I wanted the nice wood fence or the wiring nice and neat, but I can't do it around here. So that's an kind of, it was disappointing, but I understand as to why we can't. So yeah, too many pipes. Now I could fence the whole side of the yard, and I didn't really like, we don't have the budget for that right now, like to fence the whole side and come around. Otherwise I would do that as well, but it's okay. I will figure out a different way as to how to do this, but garden is looking really, really good. Cilantro is doing mad flowering. Mad flowering. Anyway, over here, oh, I wanted to show you guys this rhododendron. Oh, it is blooming. Let me tell you all something. This rhododendron was over on this side, and it was literally like it was dying because the heat was hitting it too much. And I decided to bring it over here, which does not have so much heat. It's shaded a lot of the day, like by this tree. And this is what happened. Like in that short time that I transplanted over here, it started to bloom. It still needs, you can tell, you see some of the leaves and stuff was dying. Like the plant was literally dying, but it bounced back so quick. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for me today. Once my husband finished cutting the grass, I think we're going to get inside and get a nice shower and relax, because I think it's about maybe like 7 now, and I don't want to start the bricks and then I don't get to finish. So I think I'm going to continue that maybe tomorrow. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, I can continue that area, and then as time goes by, I get to do other stuff. Anyway, my goal, once again, I had a goal for Easter, and once Easter passed, I created another goal for Mother's Day, and I wanted to get all my patio stuff out here. I wanted to get the bricks done. I don't know if I'll get all the bricks done. Only time will tell, because the bricks do take a lot of time, because you're lifting them all up and then putting them back in place. It takes time to do that. Anyway, you guys have an amazing evening. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.